also a secondary set, so it is similar to Black Bolt, White Flare, and Prismatic Evolutions in that it has the Pokeball stamps as well as a possibility of getting God packs, which would be amazing. I have never actually hit a God pack, so I'm really hoping tonight could be the night. I love the design that they ended up going with for this box. It just has such a classic comic book feel to me, with the way that they did just the very solid graphic colors and the little dots everywhere. It's beautiful. It's so fun. And Mega Dragonite is looking glorious with his gigantic wings on his head. I also wanted to take a quick moment to thank you guys again for all of your continued love and support. Whether this is your first time on my channel or you have been following me from the very beginning, it really does mean the world to me, and I cannot thank you enough for all of your likes and comments and hypes. So let me know in the comments what card you are hoping to find in this set, and without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, close your eyes if you like. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Get cozy. Curl up under a blanket or two and get ready for some tingle, 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 tingles. Lily Hollow ASMR. So something that I actually just learned and cannot believe I did not know about beforehand. This little outer sleeve that goes around the ETB actually has a poster on the inside. Let's see if we can open this right. Some little sticky glue. So it's a little bit difficult to fit on my whole screen because it is so tall. But as you can see, we get a fun little mini poster on the inside of the ETB packaging. You can see our Mega Dragonite here, as well as Lucario and Charizard. There's even a Pikachu and Ho-Oh in the background there. Fun. Per usual, all of the ETBs come with this very handy player's guide. That helps you learn a little bit more about what to expect in the set. Let's take a quick peek. You can see some beautiful new cards here. The Mega Dragonite EX SIR is so pretty. Oh, I love it. We also can see we have Mega Mechanium, Mega Emboar, and Mega 𝓒𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼 in this set with special SIRs as well. So fun. I love Mechanium. They also have included a couple of special cards that are in this really cool comic book style with which is very helpful for organizing binders and keeping track of what you are missing. As you can see, there's so many cards in the set. It's crazy. And of course, we have some beautiful new full arts, secret full art rares. I love the Badoo. He's so cute. The Psyduck up here is definitely one of my chase cards. He's so adorable and I love it. Oh, I hope we find him. All of these SARs are just so detailed and gorgeous. Oh, I really hope we get lucky enough to come across one of them. There are also 2 new golden rares featuring Mega Charizard Y and Mega Dragonite. I've never pulled up a golden card either. Let me know if you guys have. First off, let's take a quick look at the gorgeous promo card that comes with this ETB. This box features the Zekrom card, and oh, I love this art so much. But because it is a Pokémon Center specific box, we receive not 1 but 2 copies of the promo. Awesome. The second copy has the specific Pokémon Center stamp right there. Look at that. And I don't know if the camera will really do this card justice because it is so detailed and beautiful. I just love all the electrifying lightning behind him and textures in the sky and the rocks. And there's just so much interesting emotion behind the Zekrom himself because he definitely feels incredibly menacing in size compared to N, but also almost feels a little gentle with the way he is just kind of gently patting him on the chin. Give me a little chin scratch. Beautiful. The ETB also includes 6 card dividers to help you organize your bulk bins. It is always handy to have extra. They feature the same Mega Dragonite design that is on the box itself. So fun. Also included are some beautiful card sleeves of the same design to help you protect your decks while you're playing. Also included is this beautiful coin featuring Mega Dragonite. So fun. I love the rainbow chrome effect. And receive a gigantic stack of energy cards to help us build out our decks. And last but certainly not least, because this is the Pokémon Center edition box, we receive not 9 but 11 packs of Ascended Heroes for us to open together. Yay! So let's get cracking. We will kick off the evening with this first pack. It's kind of interesting to me that they chose to only do one design on all the booster packs for this set. Normally you get a couple of variations between each pack, but they kind of decided to pack all the Pokemon onto one. There's so many that the trading card game here is actually completely hidden by the Pokemon. That's funny. Here is your first QR code of the evening. 1 energy to the front, and we begin the night with a basic fire energy. To kick us off, we have the adorable 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 𝓐𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼. Seen here, snuggling with its log and taking a lovely nap. So cute. Whoa. We have a 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 up next. 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭. I love the way that the artist colored the 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭. It has almost like a tattoo-y feel with how solid the ink lines are. It's very fun. We have a feisty 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 up next. Who is looking like he is zoom kicking around all these mountains and really causing a ruckus. Through yoga training, it gained the psychic power to predict its foes' movements. We have a classic up next, and one of my favorite Pokemon, the 𝓤𝓚𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏𝓏 is seen relaxing in a little lake that has a beautiful waterfall off in the distance. It looks just so calm and peaceful. Adorable Dratini. Following the Dratini, we have a reprint card of the Banette. Banette is the evolved form of Schubert, the little ghost bunny. I always found him to be a little bit creepy, just the way that his teeth are actually part of a zipper. The artist really captures that creepiness in this art. We have a special energy card, the Prism Energy. This card is interesting because if it's attached to a basic Pokemon, then it provides a the artist illustrated this Rotom card. It just has such an interesting feel with the way that there's just like so much detail in the colors and gradients. Everywhere you look, there's just some fun details popping out at you. These little like Pokeballs on the fridge behind him and on the computer screen there. I love it. For our next reverse hollow, we have the Bisharp. He is the evolved form of Poniard and is seen almost like looking like he just did a spin and has landed after slicing up all of these leaves around him. Slice, slice, slice. And oh, nice. We have our first EX card of the night, the 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭 EX. Very cool. This is a reprint from Journey Together, I believe, but I do always love it. He has a very fun ability called Trait, which lets you discard a card from your hand in order to draw 2 new cards. However, his Night Joker attack is extremely interesting and unique to Ends decks because you choose any one of your benched Ends Pokemon's attack and use it as the attack for only 2 dark energy, which can be very annoying to deal with, especially if you are not pulling your boss's orders cards. Get him nice and sleeved up. Tap, tap, tap. Our 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭. We have our Bisharp. And our Rotom. Well, that was a great start to the night. Let's see who is hiding in pack number 2. Here's your next QR code of the night. 1 energy to the front. And we begin this pack with a hollow dark energy. Awesome. This set also features the really cool hollow cards, which I always love. They're just so much fun to play with in actual person when you're playing the game. Beautiful. And to go with that dark energy, we have another 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭. Its restlessness has it constantly running around. If it sees another Pokemon, it will purposely run into them in order to start a fight. Silly little raccoon. Oh, that's the cool one. We have a Carkol up next. He is the evolved form of the Roly-Poly. Little, like, trickle friend there. I need to reposition my light so you can see this a little inside, admiring the beautiful aurora borealis above. Very pretty. Oh, we have a reprint from Prismatic Evolutions. I still love the art on this card. It's just so detailed with all the beautiful flowers there. There's just so much going on. Very nice. Always good to have extra Badoos for decks. And we have another reprint from the Team Rocket collection in Destined Rivals. The Team Rocket's Mimikyu. I still can't tell if he's like rummaging through a trash can. I think it is, because it looks like that's the trash can lid there. We have an electric Pikavolta up next. Here's the evolved form of Chargebuck, and is seen here building up an electric energy ball to strike. Very cool. We have a new Pokemon tool, the Light Ball. It looks like a glowing glass orb that is filled with little electric light energy. This Pokemon tool reads, attacks used by the Pikachu EX this card is attached to do 50 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. How interesting. Wow, that is so specific, but would be very cool if you were playing a Pikachu EX deck. Maybe they were trying to get more people to play that deck, so they thought they needed to invent a special tool specifically for it. For our first reverse hollow, we have the Erica's 𝓔𝓚𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼𝓼. Oh, it's just so happy looking. I love it. He's sitting in this beautiful greenhouse surrounded by beautiful little bushes and flowers. I love the little dewdrops on the flower sleeves as well. So cute. Oh, and it looks like we got a Pokeball featuring the Love Ball, I believe, on a Skippy. Skippy is relaxing in what looks like a giant bowl. Or maybe it's a bathtub, because that kind of looks like a toilet and some bath tiles. That'd be hilarious. Or maybe that's just his food bowl. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love that his attack is Cat Kick for 20 damage. And to go with the Erica line, we have her Victory Bell. Beautiful. The Victory Bell looks like it is standing in the same beautiful greenhouse as the 𝓔𝓚𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼. He's just surrounded by all these beautiful flowers and foliage. Once taken into Victory Bell's body, even the hardest objects will be melted into nothing by the Pokemon's acid. Intense. Let's get him nice and sleeved up. Victory Bell. We have our Skippy Pokeball. Tap, tap, tap. Put it in the Pokeball corner. We have our 𝓔𝓚𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼. Also can't forget our beautiful dark energy. And this booster pack held true with my theory that when you get a hollow card on the front for the energy, there's usually a Pokeball within that particular pack. Moving on to pack number 1, 2, 3. 3 packs of Pokemon cards. Here is your third QR code of the evening. Our energy to the front. And we have a water energy up first. Splash. And to go with that water energy, we have an adorable 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭. In some snowy lands, certain folklore says a house will prosper if a 𝓔𝓪𝓻 lives near there. We have another early print from Destined Rivals, the Team Rocket's Meowth. That's right. This particular Meowth is seen walking along a little fence and showcasing his very sharp claws. We have another lovely Badoo. Badoo. The Badoo is extremely useful in actually playing the game because of his itchy pollen attack. It costs no energy to use, does 10 damage, and most importantly, it makes it so your opponent cannot play any item cards their next turn. Very good for stalling decks. We have another Pokemon tool up next. The 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭. It looks like a little hexagonal octagonal watch. I can count sometimes. And it reads, if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, attacks used by the Pokemon this card is attached to cost 1 energy less. That's so fun. The Mightyena is the evolved form of Poochyena, the little hyena Pokemon. Oh, there's so much interesting energy behind this card. It has a very monochrome feel with the dark red and slight pink highlights. They really feel very fierce and powerful. Even just the way his paw is just swooshing back, like he's ready to launch towards you. Oh, beautiful. It's so interesting that we can get the full arts in the first reverse hollow slot now. I feel like that's a new change, but let me know if that's been done before. Usually it's the second one. It reads, "It will always obey the commands of a skilled trainer. Its behavior arises from its living in packs in ancient times." Oh, beautiful. Yay. And for our next reverse hollow, we have a Pokeball. I want to say this is a quick ball. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. There's so many types of Pokeballs. This Pokemon is the Heliolisk, which I believe I pulled the full art in one of my previous videos of. The Heliolisk has a very cool ability called Frilled Generator, which reads, "Once during your turn, if you played Canary from your hand, then you may use this ability and search your deck for up to 2 basic lightning energy cards and attach them to the Heliolisk." I've actually played around a little bit with this in a deck. It is very interesting. The Canary card is a new supporter that is in this set particularly, so we'll probably come across her later. And for our rare card of the pack, we have a Terrapagos. Beautiful Terrapagos swimming underneath the waves. The shell is made of crystallized terrestrial energy. When struck by a move, this shell absorbs the move's energy and transfers it to the Terrapagos. Very cool. Well, let's definitely get these guys sleeved up. Terrapagos. Our Pokeball Heliolisk. The art style is actually very cool though. There's like no harsh black lines, so it all kind of like blends in very well together. Artist is Miki Kudo. Next up, we have a reprint from Journey Together, the 𝓔𝓵𝓻𝓭. I love how most of the Ends Pokemon are in this like really luscious, beautiful looking forest. It just has such like a bright and enchanted feel to it. Cool. We have a 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭 up next. The toxic lizard Pokemon. Kind of looks like a 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭. Art style on this is actually very cool too. I just love the way that they did the flames around him and included like the little bright purple in them. Gives it such an interesting feel. To go with the cute little skitty that we found earlier, we have its evolved form, the 𝓔𝓵𝓼. She is seen here looking very pompous and standing on top of a rooftop. She is exploring the city from above. We have an item card that is a reprint from, I want to say, Mega Evolution base set. The Fighting Gong. The Fighting Gong is extremely useful because it lets you search your deck for a basic fighting energy card or basic fighting Pokemon, reveal it, and add it to your hand. For our first reverse holo, we have a King Gambit. He is the evolved form of Bisharp that we saw earlier. I love how his mustache is like basically a giant sword. So funny. He features an ability called Supreme Overlord, which reads, attacks used by this Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon for each prize card that they have taken. Very cool. For our next reverse holo, we have a Pokeball of the Hops fandom. He's so adorable. This is a new Hops card that is released in the set. The Fentop is seen here, hovering his way down a little country road. Looks like there's like a little fence up there and some beautiful trees around him. So cute. And for our rare card of this pack, we have my mortal enemy, the Monkidori. The Monkidori is utilized in a lot of decks because of his ability, 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭, which lets you, if you attach a dark energy to him, then once per turn you get to move up to 3 damage counters from your Pokemon to any of your opponent's Pokemon. And I just realized that I'm actually running out of card sleeves. Oh no. So I will only be sleeving the extra special cards from here on out. I think our Pokeball counts for that though. Apparently need to order more sleeves. Moving on to pack number 5. Pack number 5. Let's see what awaits us inside this pack. He looks like he is training very hard to sharpen his sword hands. Looks like he's kind of like slicing through some water almost in a forest. Very cool. We have a little roly-goly up next. Roly-goly. He looks so intense for such a cute named Pokemon. He features a classic attack, the Mud Slap, which does 20 damage. I kind of wish they added an effect to this though, like they did in the games, where it would like lower accuracy. So they could have done something like flip a coin on your opponent's next attack, and if it tails, it would miss or something like that. We have the adorable 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓲𝓾𝓲𝓾 up next. I believe this one is a reprint as well. I forget which set though. I don't know some of the earlier sets as well, because I started really recollecting again around Surging Sparks. We have a 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓲𝓵 up next. He is emerging from a drain grate at night in the city. Ghastly. We have a very pensive looking 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭 who is sitting in a little field. I'm not sure why there's like barrels behind him, but I love the little detail of this tiny little flower right there. You can see him. I actually really love the way the artist colored this card. It has just a very like light and ethereal feel to the specific like pastel pinks and purples they used for the shading. Very cool. We have a stadium card from Destined Rivals, the Team Rocket's Factory. This is a very cool card for Team Rocket specific decks that reads, once during each player's turn, if they played a supporter card that has Team Rocket in its name, then they get to draw 2 cards. Oh, cool. We have a really cool looking Dustox up next. He is the evolved form of the Cascoon. I just love the way that the artist like put so much detail into this design. There's like little hanging lantern bells around him, and it looks like he's in the greenhouse, but it's like kind of like a haunted greenhouse. He features an ability called Boisterous Wind, which reads, once during your turn, you may use the ability and flip a coin. If it is heads, then you get to put an energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon back into their hand. Very fun. For our first reverse hollow of the pack, we have the Ends Vanillish. He looks like he is exploring around the same forest as the 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭, but it is either a cooler day out and a little bit more overcast. Our little ice cream cone buddy. Oh, we have another Pokeball card on the Trumpa. I want to still say that this is a quick ball, but I'm not sure it could be the Dusk Ball. I probably should have researched it a little bit before I started doing the opening. The Trumpa features 2 attacks, a Gentle Slap for 50 damage, and a Dragon Strike for 120, but it cannot be used during the next turn if you use it. And oh, nice! We have a full art trainer card, the Shell we have a reprint item card from, I believe it is also the base set of Mega Evolution. The Mega Signal. The Mega Signal allows you to search your deck for a Mega Evolution Pokemon and add it to your hand. We have another feisty looking 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼𝓼. Chunks of the surface of this Pokemon's body that have grown old and flaked off have long been used for fuel as an alternative to coal. Oh, fun! We have the classic Pikachu. Pikachu. Oh, I love the detail that the artist put on this card as well. It's so interesting. The greens are actually kind of very like muted and desaturated, and so it kind of feels more like a very cold wintry day. But there's all this beautiful foliage around and just so many cool details in those leaves. I love it. The artist on this one is 𝓔𝓚𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼𝓼. Apologies if I ever butcher the names of the illustrators. We have another Destined Rivals reprint, the Team Rocket's 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭 𝓐𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼. Seen here, dangling from a tree branch in a very eerie looking forest. The ball of threads wrapped around its body is elastic enough to deflect the scythes of 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭, this Pokemon's natural enemy. We have a very intense looking 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭, who is charging towards us through a very like icy crystalline cavern. He features 2 attacks, the Ice Shot for 20 damage and a Frosty Typhoon for 130. The Ice Shot also does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Very cool. And to go with that Pikachu that we just found, we have its evolved form, the Raichu. He is powering himself up in this lightning storm and getting ready to blast out a bunch of electricity. We have another reprinted supporter card, 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭 Mischief. You can only use her if your opponent has 2 or fewer prize cards remaining, but it allows you to choose one of your Pokemon in play, and during your opponent's next turn, it prevents all damage and effects of attacks done to that Pokemon by an opponent's Pokemon EX. I feel like it's just such a specific card, though, that I don't know how much play it will actually see. For our first Reversalo, we have the classic Charmander, who is wandering excitedly through this little field at sunrise. So cute. I love his little bean paws. Oh, nice. We have another Pokeball on the 𝓔𝓚𝓻𝓭. Very cool. 𝓔𝓚𝓻𝓭 is another reprint and is an extremely useful card in a lot of decks because of his fan call ability. Basically, if you can get him in play on your first turn, he allows you to something good is hiding inside this pack. Starting off, we have the lovely Pikachu. This particular Pikachu features 2 attacks. The Tail Smack for 10 damage and Tiny Bolt for 30. We have the adorable Skitty. I love that its attack is called Cat Kick for 20 damage. I feel like cats don't really kick too much though, they more swipe. We have another Erica's Pokemon, the Erica's Bellsprout. He's seen here just happily wandering through a field. There's nice little clouds overhead, and he just looks like he's just having so much fun. So cute. Even though its body is extremely skinny, it is blindingly fast when catching its prey. We have another lovely Rotom up next. It's still interesting to me that this particular Rotom is a psychic and type as opposed to electric. Research continues on this Pokemon, which could be the power source of a unique motor. We have the evolved form of Tepig up next, the Big Knight. He is looking like he just worked very hard in training inside of this little rocky cave and is taking a little break overlooking the beautiful valley below. We have another supporter reprint from Destined Rivals, the Team Rocket's Proton. This card is cool because it lets you actually use it if you're going first, which usually you can't do, and allows you to search your deck for up to 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon, reveal them, and add them to your hand. I believe I've actually gotten 2 of his full arts as well. I've pulled a lot of Destined Rivals. We have another lovely Heliolisk. Sunbathing on the rooftop of this house. They flare their frills and generate electricity. A single Heliolisk can generate sufficient electricity to power a skyscraper. A lot of power. For our first reverse holo, we have a Mawile. I've still never really figured out if the giant part of his head is actually a mouth or if it's just a part of him. It's always looked very intense to me though. The Mawile features an attack called Call for Family, which lets you search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them to your bench. Very nice. We have another Pokeball card, the Gargle. I love the mines that he is kind of exploring here. There's an old wheelbarrow there, probably for Slashing Claw for 40 damage, and 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭 for 120 damage. And if your opponent's active Pokemon is an EX, it does an additional 120 damage. Very cool. Right on EX. And we have another Pokeball. Our lovely Hollow Energy. We are now moving on to pack number 8. I do definitely feel like I've been getting a lot more Pokeball cards than I usually do in these side sets, especially compared to like Prismatic. I haven't actually been able to open too much Black Bolt or White Flare. It's really hard to find. There's another QR code. Our energy trick. And some extra tappies for good luck. We have a Metal Energy up first. Metal Energy. And another lovely little Ghastly. It wraps its opponent in its gas-like body, slowly weakening its prey by poisoning it through the skin. Oh, we have the adorable Swirlix up next. Swirlix. She's so cute and derpy looking. There's actually another dog on our street, this little Pomeranian that we see sometimes when we're walking our dog. Its name is Finn, and it sticks its tongue out like that and just like has the exact same expression. Swirlix. We have another 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭. He features 2 attacks, Flop for 20 damage and Sheer Cold for 60. Plus, the next turn, your opponent cannot use attacks. We have another adorable Skippy. It can't stop itself from chasing moving things, and it runs in a circle, chasing its own tail. So cute. Oh, we have what I think is our first Larry's Pokemon of the evening. The Larry's Braviary. He is valiantly flying out of his building here, and it's actually a very cool angle the way that they did the art on this one. For the sake of its friends, this brave warrior of the sky will not stop battling, even if injured. Oh, nice. We have the lovely Dragonair up next. Oh, that's so fun. She's kind of like hovering inside of a waterfall. It looks like there's actually a really cool one of the like 11,000 waterfalls in Iceland where it's big enough that everyone can actually like walk behind any energy attached to it, you can use the ability and search your deck for an evolution Pokemon to add to your hand. Very handy. We have a stadium card that I want to say is a reprint from Phantasmal Flames, but it might have just been a base set. The Mystery Garden. The Mystery Garden lets you, once per turn, discard an energy card from your hand in order to draw cards until you have as many cards as you have psychic Pokemon in play. For our first reverse solo, we have the Golduck, the evolved form of Psyduck. I actually really love the art on both the Psyduck and the Golduck. I want to say that these were reprints of there's like a blister pack that they did of both the Psyduck and the Golduck. So pretty. Just love all these lily pads and flowers. He has a really cool ability called Damp, which reads, Pokemon in play lose any ability that requires the Pokemon using it to knock itself out, which is very handy when dealing with the 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 line. We have another, I want to say, Quick Ball on the Raichu. When its electricity builds, its muscles are stimulated and it becomes more aggressive than usual. And we have another Kingambit for our rare card of this pack. It's interesting that his attack is called Double-Edged Slash because it also does 50 damage to the Kingambit. I guess it is a double-edged sword. We have our Quick Ball Raichu. So many Pokeball cards. We are down to pack number 9. If this was a normal ETB, this would be the last pack in it. But because this is a Pokémon Center, we get an additional 2. Here is our next QR code. We have one energy to the front, and we start off with an electric energy. Lightning. We have an adorable Tepig to start off this pack. It can deftly dodge its foes' attacks while shooting fireballs from its nose. It roasts berries before it eats them. Next up is a cute little Pancham training his martial arts on a beautiful mountainside. It does its level best to glare and pull a scary face, but it can't help grinning if anyone pats its head. Next up is the cute little Poochyena. To go with the Mightyena that we found earlier. He is seen here standing in front of a giant full moon. The art is very simplistic on this card. is extremely useful because it lets you search your deck for any Pokemon as long as you discard 2 cards from your hand. We have a lovely Beautifly up next. Covering in a lovely field of flowers. I still just love how the artist really mimicked the bright reds and golden yellows in the flowers itself. It's very cool, and even the blues on him are kind of the same hue as the sky. It's just very well balanced. We have a new Pokemon tool that is specific for dragon type Pokemon. The thick scale. Thick. This tool lets the dragon Pokemon that it is attached to take 50 less damage from your opponent's grass, fire, water, or electric Pokemon. Very cool. I feel like that will start being seen in Dragon Ball decks. We have a mighty 𝓔𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼𝓼 up next. Our fiery volcanic camel. The volcanoes on its back have a major eruption every 10 years, or whenever it becomes really angry. Oh no. For our first reverse hollow, we have the adorable 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 To entangle and immobilize its opponents in battle, it extrudes white threads as sweet and sticky as cotton candy. We have another Pokeball on the ends. Zekrom. The art on this one is actually very cool too. It's by one of my favorite artists, 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 I just love how detailed his cityscapes always are. This one in particular features beautiful hues of lavender purples and cyan greens. Very cool. And for our rare card of the pack, we have a reprint from Tested Rivals, the Team Rocket's Spitops. This card is cool because of his ability Charging Up, which reads, once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Very cool. In there, we'll sleeve up our Pokeball Zekrom. Add him to his Pokeball buddies. We are down to our first bonus pack. Pack number 10. Let's see who's hiding inside. Here's the QR code. We have one energy to the front, and we begin this pack with a dark energy. Dark energy. We have another lovely Tepig up first. He features one attack, steady fire breathing, for 20 damage. We have another Adorables Erika's Bellsprout. He also features one attack, the Vine Slap, have a reprint item card from, I want to say, might be Prismatic, but it might have actually been earlier than that. The Glass Trumpet. This card is useful because it's for Terra Pokemon, and if you have any Terra Pokemon in play, you can choose up to 2 of your benched normal Pokemon and attach a basic energy card from your discard to them. I've never actually really played any Terra decks, and I probably should try some of them out, especially the Pikachu EX now that he has the special item for him. Oh, we have a new one. The Hitmontop. Who is spinning around on his head top and generating a lot of force as he does. His attack, spin, and draw is actually kind of cool because it lets you shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 new cards. Kind of like Lily's Determination, but as an attack. We have a sneaky little Weevil up next. She is seen here bouncing towards us in this little frozen wintry woods, claws out sharp, ready to strike. We're getting all new cards in this pack. We have a very intense looking 𝓔𝓪𝓻 𝓐𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼𝓼. So intense looking. He looks like he's really ripped and has been working very hard at the gym, but it's kind of insane the way his mouth is open wide and his tongue is just dangling out. That is a scary card. We have a new supporter card, 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 seen here walking through the beautiful Enns Woods. You can use this card only if you have 𝓔𝓼𝓻𝓭, 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼𝓼, 𝓔𝓼𝓻𝓭, and Zekrom in play. Jeez, that is extremely difficult to set up. But it reads, during this turn, if your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack used by your Enns Pokemon, you get to take an additional 3 more prize cards. Oh, that's really intense. I feel like it'd be extremely hard to set up, though. For our first reverse holo, we have the Erica's Bellsprout. A classic. For our next reverse holo, we have a Pokeball version of 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼𝓼𝓻𝓭. 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓬𝓬𝓮 is a ruffian with a short temper. It can pulverize anything by swinging around the chain on its but I'm surprised we have not come across any Mega Pokemon. So that would be nice. Let's see who's hiding inside this final pack of the night. Here's your last QR code of the evening. We have our energy to the front, and we will end the night on a water energy. Oh, we have an adorable Numel up first. He looks so confused as he investigates this specky little cactus right there. That's so cute. This Numel features an ability called Incandescent Body, which reads, if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if he's knocked out, then the attacking Pokemon is now burned. That's actually pretty cool because there's some specific cards that can do a ton more damage if the opponent's Pokemon is burned. Oh. We have a lovely little Dynamo up next. There's a very interesting design to this card too. As you can see, like there's definitely the bubbles around him, so he is underwater, but it almost gives the illusion that he is on a mountainside with like the sky above with some clouds. Very cool. Or maybe he's actually like under a wave. Maybe that's what this is. Oh. Next up, we have a mystery. Yes. Mischievous. It loves to bite and yank people's hair from behind without warning, just to see their shocked reactions. Well, that's not very nice of it. We have a lovely little Cascoon. The evolved form of Wurmple. I actually love the way that this card is illustrated as well. It has just like another light, ethereal feel in the way that they did the really interesting gradienting and shading on these leaves. It's so cool. This illustrator's name is June. We have a lovely Croconaw up next. The evolved form of Totodile. I always love it when they design the cards in a way where you can see like what's underwater as well as what's above water. Anyways, that's just such an interesting effect to me. If it loses a fang, a new one grows back in its place. There are always 48 fangs lining its mouth. We have another reprint supporter, Iris's Fighting Spirit. She reads, you can only use this card if you discard another from your hand and draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. We have another reprint from base set Mega Evolution, the 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭. It is a very fun card to use in combination with the sister card Lunatone, because his attack only costs 1 energy and does a whopping 70 damage, but you can only do the damage if Lunatone is also on your bench. Yay! We got another full art. Awesome. We got the full art of 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭. He looks like he is out camping. Very fun. can see like there's kind of the edge of a tent right there, and a nice sleeping bag and some cooking supplies. Oh, so cute. I love how he's just kind of like lounging in this kind of camper chair. That's hilarious. Very fun. There are several appliances that Rotom can inspirit, but the first one to be developed was the electric fan. Very cool. And we have a Pokeball of 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 Getting all the Pokeballs tonight. The temperature of their breath is -58 degrees Fahrenheit. They create snow crystals and make snow fall in the areas around them. Very cool. And for our final card of the evening, we have an Entei. Legendary fire Pokemon. A Pokemon that races across the land. It is said that one is born every time a new volcano erupts. Very cool. Well, we are down to 3 sleeves remaining, so we just barely made it with being able to sleeve all the extra special cards. Our beautiful new fan Rotom. Awesome. Well, friends, that is it for tonight's opening. Thank you so much for taking some time this evening to spend with me. And as you can see, we did very well. I really love the hit rates in this set. They've definitely balanced it out a lot better by, I think, not having Master Balls. As you can see, we have like a ridiculous amount of Pokeball cards that we pulled, which is awesome. And some beautiful new full arts for our collection. The only thing I'm surprised about is that we didn't get any mega cards, but that's okay. I actually got 2 copies of the Pokémon Center ETB, so let me know in the comments if you want me to open the other one. I'm still debating whether I want to open it or save it to trade, but I don't know, I feel like I'll always wonder what was in that box if I don't open it, so I probably will. In any case, I hope you have a fantastic